Good morning, my friends. Hello, beautiful people. Good morning here in the Philippines. Today we're in our garden. We have the lovely assistant Rose. She is planting some pechay today. Sun's just coming up. It's about 6:30 in the morning, but being early risers at 4:20 every morning, we have already been awake and we are ready to start our day. So today, Rose is planting pechay.
Yep.
How are you planting your pechay?
Putting a hole in it. And this one here, the purpose is so I have a level or enough distance from each other like that.
This is her measuring system. Yeah. How distance she wants to make her pechay.
Yeah. So I'm putting 2 seeds in one hole.
So she'll plant 2 in each hole and just keep the healthiest one in a few weeks. And we have enough pechay here to feed a whole barangay. And I'll show you something really cool. We have mushrooms coming up in our garden. These are oyster mushrooms that we had bought a bag online that you're supposed to cut the hole in the box and then cut the bag and then set them on a refrigerator or somewhere so they can bud up. But we instead placed them here in the garden. We broke up the bag and put it underneath our cocoa. You can see it there. And very happy to see some oyster mushrooms come up. Now we're not going to eat these ones. We're going to let them drop their spores and hopefully next time we'll get a good flush. We also have these mushrooms coming up, and these little mushrooms here. We're getting mushrooms all over the garden. I think that's a good sign when you have mushrooms coming up in the garden. That's a sign of good, healthy soil. So we're heading in the right direction. And if anybody knows what kind of lovely little mushrooms these are, please let us know in the comments below. The garden is definitely being blessed. Okay, we have pechay here. Pechay. Philippine national vegetable, I think. Joke long. I don't know if it is or not, but Filipinos love their pechay. Oh, hold on, excuse me. This is not pechay. This is radishes. From here down is radishes. This is the pechay. And then there's some cabbage down at the end. And that's radish that's almost ready to be harvested. Or definitely ready to be harvested. We had cucumbers here on before, but the beetles were eating them. We're going to try that again. Somebody, a subscriber, mentioned that we should add little yellow stickies. And my thought was that it won't be good because we're going to collect butterflies on it. And sure enough, we got a little butterfly there. Looks like during the night we got a gecko and ants and mosquitoes and flies, but not a single beetle. So I'm probably not gonna try that again. Here we have carrots coming up. and we of course planted more cucumber. In this area here we planted ginger. There's about 9 ginger here. This is a wild turmeric that grows here in the Philippines. It was growing over here and I just transplanted it. I kept trying to pull it out and it just wants to grow, so I said, okay, you can stay. It really is peaceful here. You can hear the cows in the background, the roosters crowing, birds chirping. We are going to do something interesting here. The middle beds are meant for the larger plants. As on the end here you have the okra, tomatoes, nothing and nothing. We've tried multiple times to get eggplant going, but for some reason we're having really bad luck. An eggplant grows really good here. So do peppers, chilies, but we only have 1 chili bush over there growing. So what we're going to do is we're going to load this bed full of corn. So what we're going to do a high density planting. See if it works. We're going to plant 1 here, 1 here. We'll do 1 here, and then here, and here, and then 1 in the middle, right, and so forth, all the way down. And usually you wouldn't do that in your rows because they're too close together, but yet this is our only row, and I think having that close they'll be able to pollinate each other and grow densely together enough that I think we should be able to get a harvest out of it. Last night we planted our first lettuce, and the lettuce, I'm not sure the variety of lettuce, but it's in a partially shaded area where it gets shaded pretty quick in the daytime. So, and the altitude that we're at, it's relatively not too hot. It's cooler than the rest of the Philippines, so we should do all right. But lettuce does bolt very fast, so we need to harvest it right when it's ready, or it'll go to flop seed. A lot of flowers coming up on the okra. These things have been giving us a lot of vegetables. My wife and I don't eat vegetables unless they've been pickled or fermented, so I'm trying to encourage her to make some pickled okra.
She's so happy.
Okay, if you can think of anything else that we can plant in the garden that grows well in the tropics, please let us know. We have a little bit of space, but the method of our planting is the larger, taller plants will go in the middle, and the lower plants like lettuces, pechay, carrots, onions, we will try to plant in sections all the way around. All the way around. Except for here, this is the way the sun comes here in the morning. We get about 2 hours, then it goes over this way and there's no sun here. I'm thinking what to do. Maybe dig this out and make a little fish pond here, Or my other option is to take this down. This was built when we were in Thailand and Vietnam. And we came back and it was too tall for what we needed. So what this is a giant compost, and about here is the divider wall. So one big compost here, one compost here, and what they did was they thought we could just throw everything over and then jump in when it's time. It doesn't work. So what we're going to do is we're going to take half of it and break it down and then build a seedling house on it. Here we have plants growing in the compost. Well, there's my sifter. And then over here is our other side of the compost. And what we will do here is I need to put a cage on top because I have a Belgian Malinois that is extremely smart. This is her, and no matter what, I cannot get her out of there. So we'll put a cage on top so the rain and the sun can go through it, but the dog can't. And then we'll probably cut a big section out and put a new divider here, and then have it so that there's two separate compost piles, which we do not need compost piles this large anymore because we have our backyard farm. In the backyard farm, we feed all compost to our black soldier fly larvae, and the black soldier fly larvae give us protein in return. So we really don't even need this anymore. A very small compost is all we need. And on this half, we're going to cut down. We'll leave like this much here on all sides, main columns, and then just cut the rest of it out. And then what we'll do is we'll put a roof on it and screen, and that'll be our seedling house. So we don't have anywhere to place our seeds, and then when it rains too hard, it just destroys the seedlings. And so we definitely need a place that we can put them. Bicycle tour coming soon. Stand by. And what Rose is watering right now is frog grass. We just had this built last week. This is where we're going to have our clothesline. There's a one here and here, and then we'll run the lines in between, and they can do the clothes. I'm probably going to end up fencing it off with a gate here, just like we did in the garden, so the dogs stay out of it. I don't want the dogs their pee and poo on there. I want it to be nice and soft and untouched by animals, and they can go to their bathroom over here. Soon, we're getting close. We're gonna have a trail, a brick path. I'll go through here all the way to the farm, our mini farm, and then there'll be an area here and then along here as well, and this will be all grass. We're slowly getting there. So we just planted the grass, and now Rose is watering it. We do this every day until it starts to establish new roots. This is supposed to be the dry season, and last year it was really dry. We didn't get 4 months, not a single drop of rain, and now this time of year we've gotten plenty of rain. Every day it rains at least a little bit, so we don't have to water too much. We just completed our tiling the stairs to the Bahikobo, and we tiled this area here, so the dogs, they really like laying here. So instead of putting plants, we tiled it, let the dogs play there. We will set an area here so we can put a plant, and we will plant something here. I need to put a wall perimeter. If not, the dog's just going to keep laying there. Show you the dog's house. Salsa and Zoe. En la casa. En la casa. Get in the house. En la casa. Good girl. Salsa en la casa. Good girl. Salsa. Come on. En la casa. Yes. Yes. Good girl. Sit. Good. So we have Zoe and Salsa, and her Salsa's sister Picante is the shop dog, so she lives at the coffee shop. And we're still doing construction, so we have sacks here. And this is our property all the way up to the end of the bamboo slats. 650 square meters. You want to go outside? Outside. Sit. Salsa, sit. You wait. Let's go. Okay, we've done the morning planting. We've watered, or should I say Rose has watered. She's planted. She played in the soil. And now we're ready to start our day.
Yeah, soil mixed with the cocoa and chicken manure. So hopefully they're gonna be a happy plants. Thank you very much, everyone. Hope to see you in our next one. Bye!